And the first time I uploaded a 7-minute speech that I practiced to my social media, one of the friend called me while we were talking. He said that I gonna change the world. I was thinking, change the world? How you change the world? What is your world? People say they want to change the world. Why change the world? You don't like the way we live? Is there something off the way we live? Is there a problem in the way we live? When people say they want to change the world, it means there's something wrong, right? Wrong means like humans are evolving species. We evolve. The same earth 100 years ago and 100 years after right now is totally different. Totally different. It's like we are evolving. Humans are evolving. Why we evolve? We learn, we innovate, we create, we get advanced, right? We evolve. How? Why? If we evolving, do we have to go somewhere or we just evolving? Do you have to achieve something? First one to go to Mars, first one to go to Neptune. Do you have to achieve something? Humans evolve technologically. Also, human evolve spiritually. Right now, in this civilization, humans are evolving very fast in technology, but not much fast spiritually. You know that in life we have to keep balance in almost everything. Balance in our life, balance in everything. If we are evolving in technologically and spiritually, if we lose the balance, what will happen? If you lose the balance in your life, what will happen? If you walk in a tiny road, if you lose the balance, what will happen? Collapse. You are evolving as a person, and also we all evolving as a humanity. So what if we lose the balance? It collapses. How it collapses? Nature. Everything around you, even your best friend, that person next to you, animals, everything nature. When humans starting to lose that balance, nature is supposed to create that balance again, make that balance. It reacts. When it reacts, you don't care about what is the tallest building, or you don't care about what happened to the stock market. You don't try to look into Epstein files, whatever. You want to survive. And if the nature is too harsh, civilization will collapse and then start a new one. Imagine if everything destroyed by flood, tsunami or earthquake or whatever. When all these, say, ocean get so angry and all the cables were broken. Do you know how to create internet? What you will do? You just try to find food and tell stories for your children. And according to history, you know that there were ancient civilizations which were advanced, but not here right now. What happened? What happened? And they were great civilizations. Where are they now? What happened? Right now, only you and me. No one coming. Only you and me. All the gods, you know, are humans who were born to this world. The other god is nature. You are basically nature. When some people say they want to change the world, I think they are meaning that we want to change the direction we are evolving. Right now, what do you see? Conflict, fear, anger, division. When technology get advanced fast, spiritually slowly, people are not spiritual. When they are too attached to their money, titles and power, because they can't feel the power inside, so they look the power outside. There are two ways you can feel power: from within, from outside. Most of the people you see in media are experiencing power outside because they don't know how to experience the power within inside. Why? Because humans are never taught about their mind, how it works. You and me and each a human who were born into this world is born as babies. Small babies, pure, angel, lovely. They didn't know anything. They didn't know anything. They had to learn everything. They learn from their surrounding, what they see, what they hear, and what they experience. That's it. When you sit here in a room and when you turn 360, that's where you learn. If there's a TV in front of that room, in the room, you learn from that TV. And You didn't even know how to talk, how to walk, do nothing. We had to learn slowly, step by step, falling, standing. We had to repeat the same thing over and over again till today that we don't think when we are walking. And now you don't do walk even without even thinking. Just like that, we learn to talk. We learn to name things. We learn how our fingers works, but we never learn about how our mind works. What are thoughts? What are feelings? What are emotions? How thoughts form? How can we observe our thoughts? How can we label our emotions? How can we regulate our emotions? How can we manage our emotions? How can we be self-aware? How can we be conscious about the moment? How can we live the moment? Be present in the moment. That's a byproduct. But we never learned about how our mind works. Don't you think it is important? We learn about everything in our body, but we don't learn about small thing in our head. That's not someone's fault because humans are evolving. In this civilization, we are in a peak time, very peak time. This is the best time. We are connected than ever. How beautiful is that? But we disconnected from each other. We all are in a hurry to make money for our survival, and we forgotten how to live. If we run in the same direction in involvement, in the future, your children will eat factory-based food, garbage, chemicals, and your lifespan will come down and down and down. So many diseases, so many medicines, so much profit. We all want to do business. That's the most profitable. There will be more and more products and no humans to buy those. And then after some time, nature will be angry, and then some people will remain. They don't know how to make internet, and they will tell stories of great things that happened before years ago, and you still keep doing the same thing till humanity learn its lesson, till humanity learn to be present and feel the power inside them, within them. But first, humans have to survive. We need to provide our basic needs. That's why we have appointed leaders to create better systems for us to provide, to make our lives easier, to tell us the way we should live. And this is the way they are telling. When humans are attached too much to power, money, titles, they don't forget there are 8 billion people on this earth just like you. Because in their attachment circle, first their body, beliefs, habits, behaviors, family and friends, titles, money, power, cars, worldly resources, and then you. Yeah, what I wanted to tell you was, when people say they want to change the world, I think they mean the direction we are evolving. We have two options to either evolve towards love, hope, unity, fulfillment, or evolve towards greed, hate, violence, conflict, and we will plan and plan how to survive. But if we learn to live in this moment, we don't have to. If we teach everyone in our community how it works and how you can be aware by understanding yourself, how can you understand another person, how to listen, how to feel belong, make them feel belong, and provide. That's another direction. So right now, your gods are not here, your ancestors are not here, only you and me is here. So it is up to us to let's say now you have children now. Think about a world that you wanted to live, and you can create that world for your children. That's why we evolving. So I was going to say was, when my friend said that, I was thinking, if I do this, it is going to change. It's going to change the way we live. the way we experience life. It's all about experience. Even the Lamborghini you take, you buy, you work your whole life to buy a Lamborghini. That's just to experience. You are not the owner, you are just a guardian. After some time, you keep it and you return. You don't own anything here. No one and no one was. Only you have to think is in which direction we want to evolve. And if leaders are the driving force shaping the course of humanity, what kind of leaders do we need? I told you about attachments, right? Every human have. You, me, and all the leaders in the countries mostly attached to our body. When someone pinch us, it hurts. So we react. We use our survival instincts. So humans are going to plan those survival. That's why we are in so much conflict, because we are scared of each other. We repeat in the same circles of fear that our ancestors repeated. The issue was we haven't learned about our mind, but we are creators actually. You are creators. You are creator. We all are creators. And we are nature. And all the gods you believe, also humans. Just like you and me, who came here. Just like the way I'm telling things, they told in a way they could knew. The only way they knew. And our generation, some were changed. When you pass a message to 10 people, the way it changed, you might have seen that. Just like that, over thousands of years, over generations of people, they add something to the story. We all want to belong, right? They all add their part of the story, and it became a story. Now you read it. If humans have attachments, as I said, we attach to our beliefs, habits, behavior patterns, family and friends, worldly resources, money, cars, houses, real estate, watches, gold, and titles. And how many people are in family and friends? The only human. 50, 100, 200, 500, not 500. Not even come to our wedding, 500. Very few people after family and friends, you know what we are attached to. And then come the rest of the people in the world. People who are just like you. Because in your world, that's it. How many people you meet in your lifetime? 10,000? Even if your Facebook can add only 5,000. Even if you are president, how many people you meet? 100,000? Average human meet 100,000 people in a lifetime. From that 100,000, we only get to know around 10,000 maximum. On average, I can say. We don't really know about other people, right? But it's the same for those people as well. The same. First, we have to understand that. We have to include those people before our attachment to titles, worldly resources, money, houses, cars, luxury, everything, and also our beliefs. We have to add those humans in the world before our attachment to beliefs, worldly resources, and titles. And we need that kind of leaders to this world, because those are the only people who can care for millions of people, who can think for millions of people and create better systems for us to survive. Otherwise, they only think about few people who help them, who help for their election. How many? 100,000? 1 million maximum? No, I don't think 1 million. It's too much. Not even 100,000. They also have 24 hours just like you and me. And when they are busy protecting their attachments, you know what? And maintaining those attachments, they don't have time to think for yourself, because you are too far away from their attachments. We need leaders who understand themselves first, to find themselves within themselves, to find the power within themselves, to understand the reality within themselves, in order to understand about yourself. That comes from education, practice, training, by making a habit into their life. Every job in this world requires a qualification. But when When you, as a democratic society, when you're gonna elect a leader, you don't ask for any qualification. You don't ask for anything. Only skill they have is speaking, shouting, public speaking skill, and maybe some law. And or maybe they are good actors before, good TV presenters before. They're practicing speaking from their childhood the same thing for 50 years, and then they become president. Before they become president, who helped them to grow? You don't even know. If someone gives you $1 million, what you wouldn't do when you don't have $1 million? And for some people it's changed to billions as well. Even if they have billions, another billion might be so grateful for them. So imagine what humans wouldn't do for that kind of value, because we have given value to that paper that we have created, not the nature. So every job needs requirements, qualifications, but we don't ask for the most important position in the evolvement of humanity. We don't ask for a qualification because we believed, we trusted them. Actually, you trusted them, and they were good enough to manipulate you because they were attachment to power and control as well, because they don't know how to control and feel the power inside them, because they haven't learned about themselves. That's not their fault. We can't blame them, and we can't blame you. You trusted them all your heart with all the currency, all the hard work you do, because you trust them with the paper money they give you, and you didn't even know they are telling the truth or lies, because this education was available from long time ago, at least from 1950s. This education was there, but no one wanted to give that education because people, the billionaires, the great people, they wanted laborers because for them capitalism was a good idea. They control the market flows, everything, because when you have money you can get a lot of people, power, and money created by people for exchange for value. But we value products and services. Somehow I was telling is 30 minutes. I was telling is right now we are at peak of our civilization. We need to change the direction of how we are evolving. For that we need to give emotional intelligence education for children. Then in 30 years the world will be a better place. Trust me. And start giving. First train the teachers, give them education, training, reward them for doing that, and you need to create a system for that. Before that, when next time when someone running for election, ask them for qualification, for training, and we have to build that training as well. That's another thing. Do whatever you want.